Hello, everyone. I am Elena, and I'm excited to talk with you about this month's Clarisee blog post. You know, to be completely honest, I knew this month that the blog post would be about graduating to the next level. That part made sense. That part was easy. What I did not know is that God was going to make me learn this lesson in real time. And to be honest, it got intense. It was emotional to write this blog post. I feel like I went through so much learning these lessons and getting it in a way that I could articulate to you all. It was a lot. I am happy for the experience, but it was a lot. I feel like I felt every emotion on the spectrum this month. I was happy, I was sad, I felt like I lost something, I felt like I was grieving or mourning something, I was at peace, I was frustrated, I was mad, I was everything this month. It was a lot. But what I learned is that God told me in the process of getting the promise, a lot of times He will promise us or reveal to us this promise of what we will be, what we will have, where we're going, something to where it seems like, oh my gosh, this great thing is on the horizon and we're moving toward it. So, in the process to get the promise, He told me that we are a lot of times in danger of making two mistakes. One, we try to go through the process to get through the process and just want to get the promise and get there by any means necessary. We don't slow down. We don't really focus on anything else. We just want to get there, get it over with, and get done with it and move on to the next. And a lot of times we may get the promise, but partially. Because there were promises in the process, we were also meant to get that we left behind because we were so focused on being done. And the second thing is a lot of times we will get caught in the cycle of learning lessons and just learning, but we miss the lessons that we're actually supposed to learn to graduate to the next level. And so we end up being like that 20-some-year-old high school student that's a senior that everybody is looking at, knows that they have outgrown this spot, but their maturity doesn't match their age. And so they're stuck at that level until they can finally graduate past it. And no knock against anyone in their 20s and in high school. You know, do your own thing, you on your own timetable, do what you got to do. But it was an example that I felt like fit the moment. Sorry if I offended anybody. But this month's blog post is called Graduating Promises. And I really dive into the things that God talked with me about and the lessons that I learned this month. Because a lot of ways it's like high school, it's like college, where there are certain graduation credits you need to move on to the next level. And without them, you will stay there until you get the lesson, you get the credit to move on. So in this blog, I talk about some of the things that God highlights to me that can be pitfalls, some of the ways we can tell if we're moving forward, if we've gotten those graduation credits, and the promises that God has hidden inside the process that we are meant to have in addition to the grand promise at the end. One of my favorite things about this blog was the reminder that leveling up is not an event, it's a lifestyle. And it is something that we should get used to doing, not just for one time to get over to the next level, but something that we habitually should be in the habit of doing because that's the life we're signing up for if we're signing up for a life of abundance and a life of constantly upgrading and reaching new promises in God. So I'm excited for you to read this month's Clarisee blog post. It's called Graduating Promises. And please take a look at the On My Playlist section. It's songs that I feel like fit the vibe, fit the mood of this blog, and that I personally love. Also, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and not LinkedIn. I was about to say LinkedIn. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. There are Clarisee pages, Clarisee blog pages on all of those platforms. And I share some things on social media that are from the blog and sometimes in addition to the blog. So like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, and let's have a conversation.